This is our Friday class. This is the second lesson for our Bluebonnet Landscape oil painting. And today we're going to work on the sky and foreground. This is a photo that we are using. I'm going to move this, set it aside, and this is the area we're going to be working on. I've mixed cobalt blue and white, and I have mixed up cobalt blue and a little bit of Prussian, just a dot of Prussian, and I have mixed up another pile of white and yellow ochre. And since this is blue and we need our value in the sky to be a lot lighter than this mountain in the back or hill in the back. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the white with the yellow ochre in it, and I'm going to test it and see how light it is. That looks like it might work. I'm going to start with this color first and kind of put it down here right across the horizon area. And carry it across through the trees. Now I'm going to test this light blue area. That looks like it will work. It would be helpful to go out and do some plein air studies on the late evening or early morning, looking at the sky. And that's what I need to do that.
You need to come out and let Katie take you out on this boat. The sun sets across the lake.
Oh yes, the lake.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. The tree holes, what I call them, your sky holes inside the tree, my teachers have told me is a little darker value than outside. So, as I go up, I'm going to get just a little darker, richer with my blue up here. Try to create almost like a bowl. get a little lighter as I come down. Don't plan on having any clouds in this painting. But, you can also put a little alizarin crimson in this area right in here. Kind of give it that pinky glow. Next week we'll work on these tree edges and more sky holes and detail. I'm going to stand back and look at this in just a minute. Y'all are quiet. Can you see, Patsy?
Huh?
Can you see?
Uh-huh.
We'll go over the sky again next week a little bit. This is stand back and look at this. It'll take another layer of paint next week. This gives us I'm going to cover up this little area because it has just a few thin branches in our photo. Okay. Next, we'll mix up some dirt road color. It's yellow ochre and white, and I'm going to make it fairly light, I think. With the darker values also. This is a paved road, but I want my road to be dirt, country farm, dirt out in the pasture kind of road. So I'm going to throw in some Okay. There will be changes to that also next week. I like to just get Now we'll switch to the ground. I'm just going to lay more or less another layer of underpainting of color, which will the next week we'll add the details of the bluebonnets and this, that, and the other. So I'm going to mix up a green here and see which works for me.
Sap green.
Maybe. We'll see. This ground of grass and flowers is pretty much in this being lit up by the sun. So let's see how this does. It's really a yellow, light green there, but it's more a little darker over in this area. I'm going to go lighter. I'm adding more yellow, cad yellow light to my greens. Maybe a touch of white. Yeah. I think I need to lay in a little dark underneath that light. I'm leaving the bluebonnet space blank right at the moment, so I get some of my greens laid in. I think there are yellow flowers in this area. There's a lot of yellow looking. This is just going to be very rough looking right now. There's grass way back here behind the bluebonnets. Okay. Now we may do a few bluebonnets. Put a hint of some shadows kind of for next week. That'll remind me, it will remind me to put a shadow there when we get to that. Now we want bluebonnets.
Cobalt.
I'm going to use cobalt. There's all kinds of colors you can use for bluebonnets. I'm going to start with the dark first, darker value. I'm going to use the dark first, and I'm going to put it down here. Just rough idea here of no detail yet, just blocking in. It's getting dark outside, and the light is probably affecting this video. I'm going to be posting my video on my website, the link to it, the first one and the second one, at barbarajonesfineart.com. I normally paint still lifes, but I love to do other things also for fun. I'm going to paint some detailed bluebonnets right in the foreground where it's close up to you, and then leave the ones off in the distance just a little bit more abstract. So this is just a very loose first step. And I think this is where we're going to stop this week. Remember, I'm going to put a few yellow to remind me that add some more color back here. Okay, that's where we'll stop this week.